Five signs you're an introvert and the benefits. Introvert, extrovert, ambivert. These terms can feel like more labels or yet another box that society tries to sort us into, right? In reality, knowing your social tendencies can help you understand how you relate to the world around you. Your reactions and responses to different situations depend on these behaviors, whether they are introverted tendencies or otherwise. Maybe you have suspicions that you're more of an introvert than you'd care to admit, and there's nothing wrong with that. To help you understand yourself even better, here are 5 telltale signs that you, my friend, are an introvert. Sign number 1. You would rather listen. Maybe your friends or family members have told you that they like talking to you because you're a great listener. That could be a sign that you're an introvert. Introverts typically prefer to be on the listening end of any conversation rather than taking a speaking role. An introvert actively listens to what their friend is telling them without interrupting or turning the conversation back to themselves. The benefit? Since introverts spend more time listening than talking, they have plenty of time to process information fully and respond with thoughtful insight. Not only is this beneficial in personal relationships, but this trait can lend itself well to professional leadership. Leaders need to give careful consideration to the answers they give their teams, and who better to mull over the perfectly phrased response than an introvert? Sign number 2. You are highly observant. If you are sensitive to lots of stimuli, the flickering of the lights in the room, the subtle change over your friend's face, the conversation at the table next to yours, you are probably an introvert. Introverts are often sensitive to stimuli, and they notice little things that others may miss. Maybe you are highly attuned to colors or textures, making you a skilled visual artist. Or perhaps you can sense changes in people's demeanors and expressions, so you can tell when someone is putting on a happy face to hide real sadness. If you are highly observant of the little things, you could be an introvert. The benefit. With all of the observing introverts tend to do, they pick up on many details that non-introverts would miss. Kind of like a superpower. The ability to detect someone else's body language and demeanor makes them better at interpersonal communication. It helps the people around them feel like they have plenty of space to process their emotions. Quietly absorbing the details around them helps introverts think critically and respond appropriately rather than thinking out loud. Sign number 3. You have a small social circle. If you have a few close friends but consider everyone else to be just an acquaintance, then you might be an introvert. Introverts have a limited amount of social energy to spend in a given time, so they wisely choose their social circle. Too many friends can make introverts feel drained and exhausted because they feel that they have to give too much of themselves. Instead, introverts keep a few friends close to their hearts. The benefit. It's all about quality over quantity. Sure, you may only have a few friends, but those friends are trusted, loved, and feed your soul. Introverts are often highly committed and fiercely loyal friends, so they gravitate towards people who express friendship the same way. The result? A close circle of quality friends who are well worth the time investment. Sign number 4. Networking feels fake. There is probably a list of 1,000 other things you'd rather do before you walk up to a total stranger and introduce yourself. And even when you do, you probably feel like a fake the whole time. Sadly, networking is necessary at times, whether we like it or not. Most introverts feel the onset of imposter syndrome when they network, or feel ingenuine while they're speaking. Little do they know, their other introvert tendencies work in their favor during these networking events. The benefit. Most people flit from person to person, cramming in as many short conversations as possible. But those short meetings don't usually leave a lasting impression. On the other hand, introverts often take their time making connections at networking events. While they may not speak with as many people, the people they do meet will often remember starting a meaningful working relationship, which is the goal of networking anyway. Sign number 5. you avoid the spotlight. Introverts don't just hate the spotlight, they avoid it like the plague. Instead of bringing up an idea during a work meeting, you'd rather send a private email to your boss or stop by their office and talk one-on-one, unless you are genuinely passionate about your idea and believe it will have an impact. The discomfort of speaking in front of a group is a risk you're willing to take if it means you can make a difference. The benefit. Because introverts don't hog the spotlight and only step into it when it truly matters, they make excellent leaders. They don't take credit for others' hard work. They celebrate their team's achievements, and they are content to lead with a quiet strength. Most employees prefer this style of leadership since they get the recognition they deserve for their hard work. And since an introverted leader may only speak occasionally, the times they speak up make a considerable impact on their team. There is no shame in being a quiet, introverted soul. Recognize the strength that it brings and use those strengths to your advantage. Thanks for watching Cerebral Life, the channel where you learn more and improve your life. See you next time.